Hello everyone, Gene Molina here from Natural Tennis Solutions. We are back and we're still talking about the first principles of tennis. So on the last video, we're still talking about the first principles of tennis, and we're talking about the contact point right now, pulling across the ball with trying to actually get this to not have that out to the right spin. So our wrist moves in two different ways when it moves this way and that way. So we have extension and we have flexion. So right now I showed you pulling and leaving it extended, leaving it in that extension phase when we hit the ball. So that's what creates that side spin going across the ball. So if we were to add the flexion part of the wrist when it's this loose to the swing, then that should make the ball not get that side spin. It still might if you mistime it a little bit, but my understanding of this, what I'm trying to figure out is when we keep it at extension and still get across this ball and end up hitting side spin, that's what's making us learn to feel the extension part of the swing, and that is the lag part. When the racket lags back, it stays back here. So that is really learning how to feel that. And I think most of us don't know how to feel it because we just try to do it, but then we get out of it right away. So learning how to stay there for a little while will get you to really feel it so that you can get yourself to repeat it and repeat it loosely. Remember, we want to repeat it loosely. We don't want to be tense when we do it. We want to release it nicely. So if I pull and I'm extended with the wrist, and then I want to flex it, which is to get it to go into that position, it should straighten the ball flight out. It shouldn't make the ball go out to the right. So again, if I exaggerate and I keep it extended the whole time, then it makes it go out to the right a little bit. But if I try to flex and let it, and I time it that I'm gonna flex it at a specific time instead of exaggerating the extension, now it should straighten the shot out a little bit more. So I'm setting up, oh, okay, that one missed. But it looked like it was gonna go straight. It didn't look like it was gonna go out to the right. Let's try it again. I'm setting up over here again. All right, no out to the right again. Let's see. No out to the right. No out to the right. So I'm trying to extend at a certain time so that I don't exaggerate the extension part. Yeah, so now the ball is not, so now the ball is not going out to the right because the timing is different. I kind of think about it like loading up these muscles, right? I've stretched these muscles in my forearm when this wrist is extended out this way. So once it extends out, it's loaded and it's ready to fire forward. So it's my timing that's going to fire this at the right time. If I don't fire it out there with the extension, then I leave it for with the flexion, then I leave it there with the extension, and the extension exaggerates it and hits the side spin. So the side spin is an exaggeration. Remember that. If you want to straighten it out, you start to use that flexion part of the wrist so that it straightens the ball out a little bit more. Now, this does add topspin. For those of you that have learned topspin through going low to high, I get it. It works, but with a tight game, we need a little bit, something a little bit different. So what I want to really get you to understand here is that we're using the horizontal plane of the shot with this extension and flexion. So there's a horizontal plane. My hips are on a horizontal plane right now. They're parallel to the ground. So if I rotate my hip back and I rotate it forward this way, it's gonna go with the same flight path that I'm doing with my arm right now. So we're on the horizontal plane. We will talk about the vertical, and then we will talk about the mix between both of them, which is the real shot that we want to master, the hybrid between the horizontal and the vertical plane. So right now I'm on my horizontal plane, I have my extension, I have my flexion, and I'm timing it so that it doesn't curve out to the right. And then some people may ask, well, what happens if you want to hit cross court? Because right now I'm hitting straight, right? This thing is flexing back and then extending, and it's going straight. So if I want to hit cross court, it's just timing, right? I hit it a little bit earlier on the cross court with that flexion. And if I want to go a little more inside out, I'm going to go a little more with the extension. So I go out cross court, and I'm still trying to get the extension to the flexion, and I'm going cross court. I'm not sure if that's good on the camera right now. Let me move here. So I'm going out to the cross court, and it's getting out there. The key to this becomes, how comfortable can we be in a match where we can extend and flex and let this ball be hit down the line, or be hit down the middle, or be hit cross court. So it's going to be about how comfortable we are. So let me do a few on the side here, just so it can be shown here. If you want to slow-mo this, there's a slow-mo option on YouTube where you can slow the video down. I'm not editing these videos. I'm just putting them out and letting everything go the way it's supposed to. So I'm extending, flexing, and ball goes straight, ball goes straight. So there's no exaggeration of my extension anymore to get that side spin. I'm just going through and I'm timing when that flexion is. So it's up to you to figure out, how do you time that flexion? If your wrist is loose the whole time, what times the flexion? It's your body. You have to do it with your body. We'll get into other things that have how to use your body to do that, but do the research, practice a little bit, see if this works, see if this gets you to drive the ball over the net nicely. There's still a way to loop it and all that, but right now, just feeling these things, and I'm trying to get you to understand how this whole mechanism works so that it can be used. Like, we want to use it in match play. We want to be loose in match play. So this is how I'm trying to get there for myself. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't and you have a better way, let me know. All right, I think that's it for this one. So I will see you on the next one.